I think everything in the last year and a half maybe that could go wrong has gone wrong. Sometimes you gotta just laugh at it to keep from crying, because if you go down that rabbit hole, you just start feeling like the world is against you and you just got bad luck and bad things just supposed to happen to you when they're not. Like, bad things aren't supposed to happen to anybody. It's just life. It's equal good, it's equal bad. Nobody's immune to tragedy. Nobody's immune to heartache, hardship. It's all about how you respond to it. And honestly, I think me breaking my hand is a perfect chance to get to respond to some adversity, because everything was starting to look up. And that's usually when shit happens. Soon as everything feels great, soon as everything's starting to trend in the right direction, you encounter a setback. And the way I look at setbacks is like, when you say you really want something, you're gonna be tested to see how bad you really want it. I don't know anybody that's super successful, super rich, super good at anything that didn't have to go through trials and tribulations in order to get there. And the crazy thing about me breaking my hand is like, I was feeling so good. Like warm-ups, you hitting everything, like everything going smooth. I'm like, yo, I'm about to really kill these guys tonight. And I honestly feel like that every night. That's just the way I walk onto the court. But it was a little different this night. First play of the game. At the time, I didn't really know my finger was broken. I knew something was wrong because it felt loose, it felt weird. But I thought like, okay, maybe I just dislocated my finger and then it popped back into place or something. So I go to the sideline. They're looking at it. So I just get them to tape it up. Like, yo, just tape my ring finger to my middle finger and we're gonna keep playing. So I end up finishing the game. Directly after, they rushed me to the emergency room to get an x-ray. Broken, like split. My bones on 2 different levels. Like, I'm gonna have to get surgery. Never had surgery before. I'm in a foreign country, never been put under with anesthesia, so I'm terrified. Here it's different. Like, they check you in for 2 days for a hand surgery. Like in the States, you might be able to go in the morning of, get the surgery and leave later. So I'm in the hospital, in a room with 2 other Czech dudes who don't speak no English. So I have no idea what they saying the whole time. Doctors do speak a little bit of English, but it's kind of broken. Like it's cool, but it's not perfect. So like there's a language barrier there. And with me being terrified and having 100,000 questions and them not necessarily being able to answer all my questions, like this was just a bad combination. They rolled me in and I'm sweating profusely. They got me naked under the covers and they got this little makeshift cover over me and I done sweat through the makeshift cover. So they're like, yo, you good? Like, are you nervous? I'm like, yeah, I'm nervous. The doctor's like, don't worry. It's like party. It's just drugs. I'm gonna give you 2 hits of this and you're gonna start feeling dizzy. So I was like, okay, cool. Then he waited like 2 seconds and he said, night, night. And when he said night, night, darkness, abyss, like nothing. I woke up however many hours later in a whole new bed with a whole new blanket, hand wrapped up, surgery done. Best sleep of my life. Ain't no dream. It was no dream. It was black. I was dead for a little bit. He Lazarus me, brought me back to life. I was so scared about being put under, and that's just a lesson in fear. Most of the times in life, we fear things that may not happen ever. Or, you know, we fear the future, different variables that may not ever come to pass. And it's crazy, like it's really insane. Because I was in my hospital bed, terrified, like thinking like, man, what if I don't wake up? Whole time, like that's not even, like that's so rare that you shouldn't even think about nothing like that. But that's just the brain, you know. We kind of wired to think negative thoughts and it's our job to put in the time to try to change it. Even me, like I'm not a guru, I'm not perfect. I have negative self-doubting thoughts on a daily basis. I mean, it takes real effort to try to change it. But everything went well. The surgery was great. The doctors were great. They took good care of me, you know, and now I'm just recovering. Like I should be back soon. So we're just going to take this recovery day by day. The hardest part about the whole thing is the fact that you don't realize how much you need 2 hands to do until you don't have your other hand. Have you ever tried to wash dishes with 1 hand? That shit is hard, bro. Like, It took me 24 minutes to put this do-rag on with one hand. Overcoming adversity is the theme for this video today. Response. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond. How are you gonna respond when bad shit happens? So I planned to shoot this video the other day, but after I took my first painkiller, I've been on a constant cycle of taking drugs, eating and sleeping for the last 3 days. Haven't been motivated to do nothing. I don't know how you rappers do it, but today we out the house and we on a tour of this castle with my teammates. Got my young boy, Moby right here. Got the rest of the team. I don't know how to flip the camera, but I'm gonna bring you guys along the tour. Hope you enjoy it. Not gonna lie, yeah. This might be the coolest thing I've seen since I've been here. I said this might be the coolest thing I've seen since I've been here.
Oh yeah?
This is my guy, Phil.
Over the summer it might be better.
Say what's up to you too, Phil.
What's up, YouTube?
Bro, the clearance in these stairwells are 2 feet, bro. How tall are these people? This is crazy. Oh. Say what?
That's more because of the defense.
The defense? What you mean?
Defensive purposes. Like,
Oh. Tell the story. What do you mean by defensive purposes, Waiter? For war.
yeah.
Like if somebody comes to attack. Don't be shy, Waiter. The camera loves you, bro. Don't be camera shy. The camera loves you. The camera loves Steggy. Yeah, yeah.
Nice glasses, bro.
I appreciate that. My boy Mata got a fresh cut, faded. You know what I'm saying? He about to go for 35 next game. I guarantee if I got a fresh cut right now from my barber at home, my hand will heal in 2 weeks. So what is
What is, man? Oh my God.
See the dance?
You said the angel is Millie rocking?
See, cuz look at the they're right there.
In the middle of it, right? You got like,
The coolest thing about living in Europe for me is the history, the architecture. It's stuff you learn about in school, but until you see it in person, it's not real to you. But like getting the opportunity to tour a castle or even stand at the top of the castle and look out over the city, it's inspiring to me. It just makes me think about how they were living back then. And even talking about dealing with adversity, like they didn't have electricity, they didn't have running water. Somehow they were able to build these amazing buildings with no lifts, no heavy machinery, no cranes, nothing. It inspires me to want to do more, be better, chase dreams. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, but I can't feel my hands. I can't even feel the good one. So I'm about to go thaw my hands out, make some breakfast. Look at these pictures. Hopefully I got some good ones. I got practice at 1. I'm gonna go support. I hate going, honestly, because I can't play, but 6 days, it'll go by fast. We're gonna see what the rest of the day has for me. I'm on the way home from practice now. And honestly, it's the next day. And what I was gonna do is edit these together to make it look like one cohesive day, but then it wanted to snow. And to be real, this is the perfect way to illustrate my point. Things in life never gonna happen the way you want them to. It's about how you respond to them that makes you, you. As I was saying, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. That's the key to changing your life, honestly. As tough as it is to do, that's something that you gotta practice. That's something that I have to practice. We all gotta practice that every single day. Controlling what we can, letting the rest go. It's not what happens to you,